Welcome back, dear viewers, and you're still watching the breakfast show and our special coverage to the inspection tour that took place early in the day by President Fattah al-Sisi in Aswan Governorate to inspect the Tushka project, and he witnessed the beginning of the wheat harvest season and shed more light on the importance and significance of this project. We are joined over the phone by Dr. Hassan Shabaan. And he is an economic expert. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
So, Mr. Hassan, can you tell us more about the importance of this project and to what extent it will help Egypt to achieve self-sufficiency of wheat?
Well, for the first time, the Tushka Spillway project is proving to be a fruitful project. Because for the last several years, the River Nile was, the season was a little bit higher than regular, and we utilize the Tushka project to control the amount of water in Lake Nasser and just, use the Tushka project to, not to throw away the water to the desert, but we were utilizing this water to the benefit of large agricultural areas, like what we've done this season, actually.
Yes.
For the first time, we are utilizing the water comes from the Tushka Spillway to cultivate and grow wheat in this area. Hopefully, we will be able to maintain, this amount of water that could sustain plantation in this particular area. Growing crops in this particular area, like wheat or corn,
yes,
will be of a great significance, actually, because this will add to the Egyptian economy, and it will help the Ministry of Agriculture to reconsider the agricultural map in Egypt, the distribution of crops in Delta and in Upper Egypt and in this particular area, because we're talking about a huge area in Tushka. I'm not very sure of the figures, but we're not talking about less than 200,000 faddans in this particular area. So this will put the Tushka area on the map, and hopefully this will help Egypt to produce enough crops, yes, that could block the gap of importing crops from outside Egypt.
Yes, so sir, to what extent this project also help in developing the area of Tushka, and also we will find that it provides many job opportunities to people living in this area?
Of course, sustainable development,
yes,
is a main issue now in Egypt, and this area is fairly new on the map, actually. In order for us to consider constructing villages and encouraging young people, young farmers to go and live in these areas, we're going to have to make sure first that we have this amount of water that comes from the flood yearly, reserved for the agriculture for a whole year. So I think definitely if we can be sure that we will always have this amount of water, and instead of having seasonal agricultural crops, we might be able to have a sustainable development project in this area, and this will help to redistribute the population in Upper Egypt and in Egypt generally, because this area could accommodate not less than, I wouldn't say less than between 5 and 8 million people. So constructing villages and infrastructure definitely is feasible if we are sure that we will always have this amount of water that comes yearly from the flood during the flood season, actually.
Yes. So, Mr. Hassan, also, if we talk about the possibility of cultivating more crops and other crops than wheat, can this area cultivate crops in this area other than wheat?
Definitely. What controls actually the type of crop, the nature of the soil,
yes,
and the water and the weather. And I think this area could be utilized to corn, actually. And corn is a very important plant for Egypt. We import huge amounts of crop,
yes,
of corn, I mean, and corn is a very good crop because it's a little bit different from the wheat, because wheat actually occupies the land for about 5 months every year.
Yes.
But till you reach the harvest point. But corn is a little bit different because in one season you could grow the same crop 3 times and harvest it 3 times, So corn is a very important and special crop that we could grow in this particular area if we have enough water to sustain this plant, actually.
Yes, Mr. Hassan, also the ongoing national project of silos also will help in storing wheat for a period ranging from 12 to 18 months. So how do you see the importance of this national project?
Definitely, this crop actually this year will definitely reduce the amount of wheat that we import, especially with the international crisis that's taking place. Because mainly we used to import huge amount of wheat from Ukraine and from Russia, and due to this war between both countries, this definitely will affect our shipments. And I know that we're trying to find other sources for wheat, but definitely the crop, this particular area is a blessing from God, and I think it will actually cover some of our needs for the coming period.
Yes, I'd like to thank you, Mr. Hassan Shabaan, Dr. Hassan Shabaan, an economic expert. Thank you for being with us today. And it's worth mentioning that President inspected early in the day Toshka project in Aswan Governorate and witnessed the beginning of the wheat harvest season. Presidential spokesman Bassam Rodi said the project aims to build agricultural communities with a huge economic potential that supports food security in the country and increase exports. And by that, dear viewers, we come to the end of today's edition of The Breakfast Show. Thank you for watching.